What's up, guys? My name is Alan, and welcome to episode 8 of this Revit beginners tutorial here on YouTube. So, we are going to take off from wherever we left off in 7. So, like I said, in 7, we are going to start modeling out our doors and just kind of have a realistic something and have some progress in our design. So, we are going to start modeling out our doors, all right? So I'm going to start with the washroom doors, all right? So what you want to do when you start modeling out your doors is that you would want to move into the architecture tab. When you move into the architecture tab, just right beside the wall, you have a door right there. So you can just click on that door right there. And then when you click on door and you move into this properties panel right here, you're going to find out that Revit has only the M single flash, only one type of door loaded up into the software. So you're going to find out Revit just has one door loaded up into the software with several kinds of dimensions and widths and all that. So it just has one type of door, and I wouldn't be able to use just the same door for my entire space in here. I wouldn't be able to use that same door for this entire space, all right? It just wouldn't work, all right? So we would want to place some much more realistic, much more beautiful designed doors that would actually fit our hotel design right there. So I'm going to click back on the door, and then what you would want to do, Revit gives you some metric families that you would have in the software, all right? It's going to be in your system program files. So you would want to go in there and also load up some doors into your space and kind of find some doors in there which are going to be suit your design. If you don't find any door, so I'm going to go into that place, and then I'm going to find out if Revit has some kind of cool doors, very beautiful doors I would prefer for this design. If it doesn't, then I'll have to find a Revit family for that. So now when you click on door, you're going to find out it just has one door loaded up into the software, which we are not even going to touch. We are not even going to touch that door. So what you want to do is to go into, we are not going to model in place, we are not going to model any door. That's going to be a lot of work. So what we want to do is I've never really used that before. So what we are going to do is we want to move to this tab right here, load family, all right? You're going to see right there. So just click on that load family. When you click on the load family, you're going to have this pop-up menu. When you have this pop-up menu, you'd have to pay very good attention, all right? Because it has the English Imperial, all right? It has English Imperial. And you remember we were working in the metric system. So most of you guys will be working in the metric system, which I'm definitely sure of, because it's now the metric system is what everyone uses, all right? So we are not going to use the feet and inches. So we were working in the metric system. So make sure you check that it's always going to be in the imperial. I don't know why. It's always going to start loading up in the imperial. So we are not going to use anything in the imperial. So what you want to do is you would want to click on this folder right here, right beside this arrow, this folder. So just click on that folder and go back. It's going to send you back. So you're going to have the Chinese, the Czech, and then you have the English metric folder right here. So just click on the English, all right? And this is the English Imperial. We are not going to use that. We'll use the English. So when you click on the English, it's now having the metric system in there, which we are going to use. So I'm pretty much happy with how much we have gotten to. So we are now in the metric system. Now what we want to do is we want to find doors, all right? Just click on that door right there, and you notice we have the M door curtain. We are going to use this curtain. I like this curtain door. We are going to use it as our main entrance. So we are not going to do that now because we will have to do a curtain wall before we can use it. So I'm going to go into the commercial. Let me head into the commercial. Let me see the kind of doors they have. What kind of door is this? Okay, it's the single flash, just like that. All right. So let me go back. Let me head into the residential. Let me see the kind of door they have in there as well. This is the M single flash panel wood. Okay, okay. So I'm going to load in this door. All right, we are going to use this door. I'm going to load in this door for that design for our washroom space. So I'm going to load it into the software. Now when you click on the OK right there, you're going to have this pop-up menu, which means you would have to select the dimension type you want. Most of it is not, it's not even going to have the exact dimension I will need, all right, because the standard door height for a door should always be 2.1 meters. That's 2100. That's the standard door height. So we have our 2100 here, and I want the width to be 750 because those doors are going into the washroom space. So I want the width to be 750. So maybe if you don't find that exact dimension of the door you want, you can pretty much just load in any of the doors. So just click on any of them and click on OK, and then you make the changes in the software. So what, but that is if you can't find, all right. I usually don't even check to see if it is the exact dimension I want. Once it looks like the door I want to use, I just click on any of them and then I just click on OK and load it into the software. But we are learning, so I just want us to do the right thing and pretty much just like, so you know what, we have 750. I said the door height is always 2100, all right, the height of the door. So we have exactly the dimension I want to use, so you can see it is here. It's 2100. Where is it? 2100 by 750. This is it. So this is the exact door height I want to use. 2100 by 750. All right, this is the exact door height. But then I'm not going to use that door. I'm going to take any of them so that you guys can learn and find out what I'll be doing. So I'm going to load any of them into the software. Make sure you save your project. Make sure you save. So that door is loaded in. You can see it's in there. 300. That's not the exact dimension I need. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit on edit type, and then when I hit on edit type, I'm going to duplicate. That's the most important part, and I'm going to call this doors. What am I spelling in there? Doors for washroom. Doors for washroom. I'm going to call this doors for washroom. I'm going to hit on OK, and we can change the materials of our door. This is where you change the materials of your door. It's going to look like a cherry. All right, it's going to look like this color. All right, for our washroom. Or I would have appreciated if all of those doors were some sort of like some coffee black color, a coffee black color, or maybe any color. So this is just for the washroom, so we can change that in the course of the tutorial or in the course of the video anytime we want, and to change in every single thing. So let's just leave it as it is. Let's just leave it as it is. And with the width, this is where you change all those dimensions. So with the width, I would want the width to be so click on that drop down menu right there. So I want the width to be, what am I doing? So I want my width to be 750, and then I want my height. You can see we loaded up at 300 by 200 mm. That's why it's giving us that 300 and 200 mm, which we are not going to use. But we had that, and we had this as same dimension, but we didn't use that. So I'm going to use the 2100 for the height, and the thickness I'm going to leave all those exactly as it is, and then I'm going to hit on OK on my keyboard. So I have that created in there. Now what I want to do next also is, let me go back into the edit type. So it's door for washroom with my width is 750. Now I want you guys to change it, make it 700. All right, make it 700. So we are going to place all those doors in there. So we're just going to place all those doors in there. So delete type, hit the escape on our door tab, and then when you hit on the door tab is exactly that same door. And one more thing you would want to change, since our wall is very thin, all right, so we would want to change our thickness there. It was 35, so we'd want to change that to 15. All right, change that to about 15 so it can pick that wall right there. So it's going to pick exactly, because the washroom walls are very thin. All right, 70 mm. So we would create, and just, so now one more thing you notice is that when you put a door on your keyboard, when you put a door on the wall and then maybe you'd want to change the opening. All right, you just have to hit on the space bar and you notice the opening changes. All right, how you're going to open that door changes. So I want it to be this way, and I want this to probably follow the same thing. It should also follow the same thing. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down all those doors, and then I'm going to mirror them to the other side. All right, I'm going to mirror all of them to the other side. I'm going to mirror them to the other side, and we have all those doors mirrored in there. And I'm going to multi-select all these doors again. I'm going to multi-select all these doors, and I'm going to mirror them also to the other side as well. So I have them mirrored to this side also. Now I'm going to create all the doors for these spaces. So I'm going to draw out all those doors. It's the same thing. Just click on the door tab and then just place those doors in there. Place all those doors in there. Place all those doors in there. So it's just the same thing. So just place all those doors in there. One more thing you can do is you can just select all these doors and then you can just mirror them. All right, you can select all those doors and then you can just mirror them into that space. All right, just mirror them, tilt it and mirror them into that space. So we've created our washroom doors on the ground floor. We have our washroom doors created. Now just click on that door again, create similar, and just create a door also for our janitor area. So click on this and then just click on the mirror too, and then you mirror it to the other side. All right, we don't want to go and waste too much time. Bring it back in here and make sure it's exactly like that of the other one on the other side. So we have those doors mirrored to this other side. Now I'm going to select all these doors. I'm going to select all of them. I'm going to select all of them. Select all instances visible in view, and then I'm going to copy them and I'm going to send them all the way to the mezzanine floor. All right, so let me head into my mezzanine floor. When I go into my mezzanine floor, you notice all those walls, all those doors we created are in here. They are in here in the mezzanine floor. They are in there in the mezzanine floor. So now we are going to take off by creating all the other doors for the other spaces. We are going to create the doors for the other spaces. All right, so we are going to go back into the ground floor plan. So that's how we place indoors. We load indoors into the software. You can load indoors into the software just that way. So we are going to end here and continue in the next episode, which is episode 9. We are going to put in the doors for the entire project. All right, I want us to pause right here so you guys can place in the doors for your washroom, and then we'll take off in episode 9. We are going to place the doors in the entire space, specify all our doors in there. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Peace out.
I'm still working real hard on a Saturday. A future I don't see from a mile away.